Hello YouTube, Nalina here, and today I am sharing a house renovation. This home was created by TheSimSupply, and he actually said that he would like to see someone renovate it to look like a normal house. It was his pink Barbie house, I believe, where he just went crazy with all, he's every item that was pink, from the floral floral bushes and flowers, windows, doors, and every piece of interior. You can see even the floors are pink, the bushes are pink, the window panels are pink. I'm surprised actually he didn't make the roof pink. I'm pretty sure you can, which actually is kind of frustrating to me because there are other colors I would prefer, but all the roof panels are the same. I believe 5 colors. There's one that gives you like different colors, but sometimes you want your textured roofs to have those colors, and it's just the flat ones that have it. So yeah, here I am just basically removing every hint of pink that you can see, um, piece by piece. It was really difficult actually. I found myself going back when I was recoloring everything because there were some things that I had missed, and I was like, oh my gosh, like how did I not see that? Um, I even when I put the orange, I thought I was getting out of hand with making everything orange. I didn't though. I didn't. So yeah, I didn't get out of control with the orange. I really do like orange though. It's a very pretty color. And now we're in fall. And I'm so excited because I actually finally got the spooky game stuff pack, and it was all like on sale. And I got it for like $6 or something, and I was super excited. So there I am again. You see, I realized that I didn't change those flowers and the fencing. Is it called a fence? If it's outside, if it's outside, it's a fence. If it's inside, it's what? Something else, right? It's like a rail, something. I don't remember. The banister. I might be wrong. So yeah, there I am changing the rest, and I'm just like, just make them red. But I actually get rid of those those two huge bushes in the front. They're like so weird. I never really get the opportunity to use them, and but I left them. I left the one that he originally put down in the back because I was kind of imagining maybe the person who takes this house is like one of the children inherits it, and maybe so they just leave most of it on the outside, didn't change too much. I'm really not that good with doing landscaping, so I left it to a minimum. I left it alone. So now we're inside the house and we're getting rid of all of this pink. I end up using the wallpaper that have the white border molding on the ceiling and on the floor. I never use those either. I've used them recently in one of my builds. It was actually a pink build. Haha. um, I use them in that build because I've been trying to use them more. I really do like them, but at the same time, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Oh, excuse me. I really like them, but I don't know, like for the kind of stuff that I want to try to do, I feel like they don't kind of work. But yeah, I do like them. I like them a lot. So I use them here, um, more off for every room. And then as you can see in the kitchen, I put like one bright wall and then a paler of the same color, something toned down a bit. And in the bedrooms, I could have sworn that that last third blue bedroom was darker. I don't know why, and it's super like that wallpaper's super light. Um, that's strange. But yeah, so he said to um, recolor everything, but you are not allowed to change the architecture. So I believe that included the interior as well as the outside. So you couldn't knock any of the walls down to make them bigger. Um, though I'm sure, a little bit of renovation on the inside would have been bad. Excuse me, I'm like yawning for no reason. Um, but yeah, I didn't change any of the interior, um, like bedrooms, or I didn't move the walls around. Excuse me. I didn't move any of the walls around. Um, I just left it the way it was, and I felt like I liked the interior anyway, like where all the rooms were based. So I left them alone, and so I left them alone basically. I just left them alone where they were. I didn't want to put time into figuring that out anyway. Actually, I did enter the build believing that he said not to change anything, so that's what I did. And I was super relieved that I wasn't challenged to change the interior because that would have taken me ages, and furnishing this house was already, oh my gosh, it took so much time. And it took a lot of time because I used family stuff pack, the parenthood game pack things, and I hadn't actually gone through them. So, but I was excited to finally use them because I checked them out when I purchased the game, but I didn't really use any of them for a long time. And oh my gosh, excuse me, I'm so tired. So I was finally excited that I was actually gonna use them this time, and all of my previous houses, I was like, I'm gonna upgrade them because this is like most of my sim games are family based. I'm trying to change the way that I play the game a little bit more now, but like doing more of the other options that we have. I definitely take my sim out of the house more. I still haven't enjoyed too much of the vacationing packs though. Outdoor retreat. I mean, unless I want to go collecting bugs, then I could do that, but it doesn't appeal to me too much. And I don't like the story time because every time, well, when you go around the pit to tell stories, they kind of just stand around the pit, which is weird. I don't know if you're supposed to put seats around it, like on purpose, so that they could have a seat. But like the way I've seen some of it laid out in the camps in the game, they just excuse me again. They just kind of stand around, and it's strange. But I like that we can tell stories. That's cool. I'm not sure how much of a reaction you get from your Sims, or if they get a moodlet off of that. I'll have to check it out again. But yeah, I don't do that too much. And I lost the door here. I don't know what happened. I just remember saying like, oh, where did the door go? I don't remember how it was removed, when it got removed. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Also, I wanted to say that there are 3 bathrooms, full bathrooms in this house. Downstairs has a shower, upstairs has the shower tub combo. There's 2 upstairs with that shower tub combo. And I cut them out of the video because I was trying to, it was already so long. And so I was just trying to cut it back a little bit. And it's still super long. Anyway, so I'm just working on this hallway. I love this blue, and I love that I found this table that has a matching blue cloth over it. Those tables with the cloths on them are my favorite. I wouldn't say that I use them often, but that's always because I'm trying to do something more modern. But I think because I knew this was a family-based home, that it gave me room to use a little bit more colors and just be a little bit more free with what I placed and what I used. Um, I used the same rug there, you see, but I'll change it, I promise. It was kind of driving me crazy that it was there in the first place, the same kind of rug. But I really love the way that that blue and the yellow works together. So pretty, so pretty. And again, I mean, that tablecloth kind of has like a lime color on it, but close enough to a type of yellow, which was, I thought was really nice. So this room, this is like, I use it as the office because I always put an office everywhere in all of my homes. If it's a house build, it has an office. If it's like an apartment build, it's gonna have I was gonna say a library. It's gonna have a bookshelf and a desk somewhere, because that's just how I live my own life. But yeah, so I put this office space here. I gotta say that I don't actually like the wall color too much. And I knew that I didn't like it. I felt like it was super pale in comparison to all the other rooms, because they're all bright and, with fun colors. But this one is just, I'd never used this kind of like pale minty color. It's just like a pale mint, really pale green. It's a pale mint. And I felt guilty that I never used it, so I was stubbornly leaving it, um, leaving it in the room, even though I didn't really like the way it looked too much. I still don't actually like it very much, and I kept feeling like something was wrong in the room that wasn't working. And looking back at it now, I definitely think that it's the wallpaper. I'm sorry that I didn't change it. I was just like, I need to keep this color in here because of the palettes that I was using. I had to. And I kept thinking, this room is office room. Maybe you're gonna spend a lot of time in here, depending, on the computer or whatever. Maybe mom stays at home and she works from home, or dad stays at home and works from home. So they're gonna need a well lit room. Your computer area should never be dark. So that's really one of the reasons why I fought myself to leave it this color. And I did. I left it. You can see there that the bathroom is fully furnished. I actually cut out the design of the furnishing of the bathroom. I was actually supposed to cut that part out too. That's what happens when you rush. But I actually had to re-edit this video. It was cut down to about 30 minutes, and then I moved the folder with all of the files into another folder so that I could keep better track. And when I opened up the program, the editing program, it was like, where is your stuff? Where are your files? And then I picked up the files, but it did not replace the video. It just put an image in place of where the video was, and it was really frustrating because I don't know where that was. I couldn't tell where it cut. I don't understand why I just didn't pick up what had been done already. So that was a little bit frustrating. And I love this color in this room. I'm not really sure what color this is. Is it kind of orangey, right? It's kind of orange. I love it though. I love it, love it, love it. I wish I could have this color in my real actual apartment. So in this dining room area, I actually thought that maybe the office area was supposed to be the kitchen, and then, it made its way into the dining room. So what the transition between rooms is a little strange. Maybe I should have put the living room on this side and then put like a separate sitting area. Excuse me, I have hiccups now. Great. In there, but I knew what I wanted, and I wanted the living room to be huge, so I left it over there. And now I feel kind of bad because toddler stuff pack came out, and I furnished this house like maybe a month ago, and I just was procrastinating because I didn't think I could like speak for 30 minutes about what. Just trying to get this video out. I haven't actually done videos in a while, so trying to get back into them has been a little bit strange. Oh, I love that, by the way, that they have those little half like counter thingies, the top piece. That's so cool. I wish we had more like that, and I wish we had more different options, like different styles, but I think that's pretty cool. Um, yeah, because then you could probably just put it over like a table or something. Like it could still work. It's super thin and everything. I love it. I really like this kitchen though because I allowed myself to break it up in the way that I did, which is I have the fridge and the stove on one side of the kitchen, and then I have like the cleanup area on the opposite side of the kitchen. So I thought that I like that I allowed myself the liberty to do something a little bit different, especially with these windows in here. I think I'm gonna have to go back and see where he put each room because I don't remember. It was so long ago that I saw the video, and then it took me forever to even get to furnishing it because I had started it once before this time, before recording it this time. I had started it, and it took me forever to decide on an exterior because I am not satisfied with the paneling options. Sometimes they're really pale in color, and I want them to be a bit brighter, and they're just not. They don't. And then another problem is that if they have like those white edges, if the room is not like fully its own room, or even if it is, it's kind of really weird. It's really weird the way that works. I wish they would just give us two wallpapers, one with the white edges, and then, or maybe that would have to be divided into maybe two different wallpapers for either edge, and then the third one for like generally, the rest of the wall, because that doesn't break up the right way, and it's really frustrating when you want to use them. I used the brick one. I think it was pretty easily divided on this house. But I don't know, I couldn't find something that I wanted to use with I wanted to do a duo of paneling and brick because I just feel like this house would definitely have had those like panels on the outside. Um, but because I really like the way the brick looked, I ended up using it on the whole house. I was only going to use it on that like center wall that pops out from the middle on the front and the back. But I just felt like I really like the way this looks, so I used it on the outside. And I love yellow. I've been dying to use yellow. So I put a yellow wall in the kitchen, and then I use like that browner cream color. It's like a soft gold or something. Maybe it's just the color of wood. I don't know. Probably just being too dramatic. But yeah, I was super excited. Um, so something that I did a lot in this build, I keep forgetting to use the china cabinets. I had to learn what it was in English because I only knew what it was, how to call them in Spanish, the china cabinet. I keep forgetting to put them in the dining room, and I'll move it in a bit. Actually, right now I'm just trying to take out what I want to use because I end up forgetting about stuff. So in this build, I looked through the catalog a few times, especially in the kitchen. You saw, like at the beginning, I pulled some stuff out that I saw while I was just generally going through it, and I just left it in the room. Even a little while ago, I like saw carpet and I put it upstairs. And again, there you go. I just did the same thing again. I saw things that I knew I wanted to use, so I took them out and I put them where I thought I was going to use them at. And but yeah, I really, really do like this kitchen. I think it is sufficiently cluttered. I keep using those like get together coffee and tea cabinets or little shelves. Um, I just need to make a build where I do focus on tea and coffee and so that I can use them the right way because I'm just not using them the right way. I always try to put them in a house. I don't think that's what they're for. Otherwise, if you do put them in the house, give it a proper space, but I just keep using them because I'm desperate to use them. So here we're moving out to the backyard, and I keep using that whoops, there goes the ambulance. I keep using, I'm sure you didn't hear it because multiple times I've recorded it passes by because I live in the city and sirens are constantly going off. It's like, what's going on, people? But yeah, it never picks up on my mic, so Hopefully it didn't this time either, after just saying all that. What was I saying about the backyard? I was saying something about, oh, that little like fire, the water sprinkler. I keep putting it everywhere because I usually forget to put down the fire alarm. So I've been putting it on my builds recently because I know that I'm gonna see it, but I always miss out on the fire alarm in the house. So I didn't remove the little water fountain that was there. I kept thinking, should I have gotten rid of that? But I think it's cute in this like tiny little space that was created. So I left it there and I left the giant. Maybe the next generation will get rid of that giant bush. I don't know when it's appropriate to use that. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just so massive. I guess if I did a garden build, I could probably put it somewhere, but that'll be a while because I don't fancy furnish landscaping. I think it's beautiful when it's done right, but I tend to go over the top and I am like, ugh. That's the sound that I make. So I say I took that bush out of the front yard, and then I'm actually gonna go ahead and put like smaller flowers there. Because I kept thinking I want to use the space. I want to use the space, but then I was like, should I really have used the space? I should have left it alone. That's what happened. True story. True story. And then I changed. I don't know why I changed. I think I matched it in the same color it had in the backyard. The one that I changed them to. I really like those flowers. I think they came with either Romantic Gardens or it had to be Romantic Garden. That one because that one I believe should have come with a lot of really nice floral stuff, landscaping things, flowers and bushes and all that good stuff. So this is the master bedroom. It's the only room with a walk-in closet. I actually have a build coming up that all the rooms have a walk-in closet because I was my main focus for the other build was to leave it as spacious as I could, and then um another yawn. I'm so sorry. So the idea behind the other build was to, yeah, basically just leave it very spacious. Like, don't clutter it up too much. So just put basic items, which is what I was trying to do here. I was just like put things to fill in the space, but don't make it look like too much. Especially because the space is super huge. Like, I don't think if you cluttered up every single spot in these rooms, it would just be like, oh, like the master bedroom's pretty big. The living room downstairs pretty big. Kitchen is a good size, but the kitchen is always going to be a little cluttered. The backyard is the pool is bigger than the rest of the space, so the rest of the space is kind of small. So that looks easily cluttered as well. But yeah, in the other build, it works out too. The rooms are built because they're built big because the family has two sets of twins. So the twins have the biggest rooms, and their oldest child, who is singular, she doesn't have a twin. She has her own room, which is much smaller, but the twins have like the larger bedrooms and the larger walk-in closets. I can't wait to show that one off. I didn't like that one when I first did it because I did it with the intention of leaving so much space available that I was like, it looks so empty. But yeah, when I went back into it, I was like, this is so pretty. Why did I hate it? Because I didn't like the way it looked. But I like it now. I just don't like the way the outside of the house looks. It's a little weird, but that's what happens when you like build from inside out and you're like, I'm gonna put this here, I'm gonna put this there, and then things just get a little bit boxy because you want everything to fall in the right way. But yeah. So I'm gonna have to start breaking away from that again. I've been practicing breaking away from that and just building from the outside and then figuring it the inside out later. So they have their small little walk-in closet here. I'm gonna put up a few shelves, or maybe they have like their sweater just hung up and like a few extra little box thingies, more available for them. They still have their dresser on the inside and then their closet for like other things that they would need to hang up. And the bathroom is right there. The bathroom, the family um, parenthood game pack was so cool because it came with so many things for the bathroom. Like so many clutter things. Like I love the bathroom clutter stuff. It's so freaking cool. Like with the little hair dryer, and then you get a makeup tray. I was like, this is amazing, and I love it. So this is a first bedroom for one of the kids. This one is my favorite bedroom. Then at the next door it would be a bedroom made for toddlers, and then the last one would be for a boy. But the last one I really struggled. I don't know why. And then I have so much custom content in my game that I never use because I keep doing builds with the intention of sharing them and wanting people to be able to have access to everything that's in them. And but I guess I don't know. I guess I'll stop doing that. Yeah, because I have a CC bike that I could have put in his room and a whole bunch of other cool things. Um, yeah, I guess for the boy, I just really couldn't imagine what kind of personality he would have. So it was really hard for me to like wrap my mind about what he wanted to keep in his room. Um, Whereas for this bedroom, I knew what I have had in my own bedroom in the past. Like even now as an adult, and it's really bad because it's just really bad. I still have a few posters up. Actually, what I have up are prints from artists that I have met. For example, Art Germ. I met Art Germ last year and I bought his Mercy print because I love his art. And I actually went to Comic Con this year, but I missed him because he wasn't in the artist alley. My brother ran all over the place on the main floor looking for him. He's like, I could not find this guy. And I was like, ah. So I came home. Even though I enjoyed myself, I came home super down because we couldn't find him and I couldn't buy a poster. And because I couldn't buy, excuse me, a print, because I couldn't buy a print, I felt like I couldn't buy anything else. And the only thing I ended up buying was I bought a few decals, which my brother put on his headphones because his headphones are completely white, so now they're white and red. And then I bought a mystery box. I didn't get the huge one like I wanted, which was really weird because they still had the Doctor Who TARDIS box, and that's the one I wanted. But for fear of not being fully satisfied, I got a smaller Star Wars one. But you know what? It was totally worth it. Like last year, my brother bought a mystery box and he got a bobblehead, a Weeping Angel bobblehead, and a Tyrion Lannister action figure collectible thing. Yep. And the year before that, that same year, I bought a TARDIS Bluetooth speaker, which, I don't even turn it on and I feel really bad because it was really expensive. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's been kind of quiet around here, so I don't need to turn it on. I haven't been home that much, so why would I? So yeah, here we are in the boys' bedroom. I really, really swore that I made this room darker or put a darker wall somewhere. Maybe you'll see the changes in the screenshots because off camera I did go back in and I added some stuff. So yeah, you're probably gonna see it in the screenshots. I really swore there was like a gray wall somewhere. I can't remember. Uh, but yeah, I really hope that the fact that it's so colorful says a lot about personalities in the house. Like everyone has a different personality. There's just a lot of stuff everywhere. And, you know, his room is actually, I think, the smallest room. And He's got like the most space. Oh, it wasn't a toddler room. Okay, okay. So what I did was I made a child's room because I kept thinking, what if they don't have a toddler or they don't want a toddler room? So I made a child's room. I totally forgot. I kept seeing the bed there and I'm like, what's going on? Okay, that makes more sense. So you see, I'm still like going back and forth with throwing things in other rooms even now. But yeah, I don't really remember. I couldn't figure out what kind of person was going to be in this room, what kind of teenage boy, what he was going to be into. I think I was trying to say, figure out if he would like music, who doesn't like music. Um, but I really struggled. I didn't know what to put in the room, and I just ended up putting random things. His room stays super empty, though. It really does. One other thing is that I did not record the upstairs hallway builds furnishing, and I'm super sorry, but you'll get to see it in the screenshots. That took me like 1,000 years, so I didn't get to share that. I had done it on a separate occasion after doing all of this furnishing. I did it on a separate occasion at a different time, so it ended up not getting recorded. Mostly because yeah, it just took me way too long, and I was just like, this took me really long initially, so I'll just share it in the screenshots, which are actually coming up really soon. I really hope you enjoyed this build. I thank you so much for watching, and I will speak to you again next time. Bye!